Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you a hyper carry Korean Thresh top lane build that's starting to take over the meta a little bit. You're gonna want to take lethal tempo with presence of mind, alacrity, last stand, with conditioning and overgrowth. They're doing a bit of an invade here. We have them on oh wow, we actually missed our flay. That is very unfortunate. He's gonna die anyways though. We're on first blood. We'll go ahead and reset. So what makes Thresh top so exceptional is his ability to specifically bully down melee top laners with auto attacks into ease. Now this game we are up against an Akshan, which is going to be like really annoying. I'm not looking forward to playing against Akshan, but it is what it is. Range top laners are the closest thing to a counter Thresh top lane has. They can trade off damage with you really well. So if you're in a matchup where it's a struggle fest, you're going to try to play close to your turret. Don't shove the wave. And that's what we're going to be doing here against Akshan, and just wait for jungle ganks. Against melee matchups, a lot of times you can stand there, turret them down with your autos. They'll get annoyed. They'll try to engage. You hit them with a flay, more autos because the flay knocks them away. Plus it slows them. So we can look to take auto trades with him when our flay's fully stacked for our empowered auto. I'd like to do that here, but he's playing so far back. He's clearly trying to avoid it, so I'm not going to force it. I don't want to take a bad trade on his backline minions and take a bunch of damage. That would be unfortunate. So we'll probably just end up waiting for the volley bear, which is fine. Belveth has some CC. She's not going to be easy to CC. As long as he doesn't get a full press the attack proc off, then he's not really going to have a way to whittle us down. He's fighting on our backline minions here. That's actually, that trade was okay because we have corruption potion. That's actually not too shabby. Every time you pick up a solo, you get 1 armor and 1 AP. AP gives your abilities more damage. So it's a nice thing to get. Armor is a really big deal to have on Thresh, especially against these physical damage matchups. It's going to keep you alive, make it really hard for them to dive you or anything like that. Let him push into us. He's super gankable. As a top laner, you get ganked around 2-minute 50 to 3-minute 50. So right now he's in the danger zone for sure, whether he realizes it or not. These both junglers generally path towards top lane off a bot side leash, and that's what he's kind of in for right now. He's really trying to push me off some of this CS. You normally get W level 2 because your Q's not consistent to land, and it takes a while to cast. Ooh, he took a turret shot for that one. Feels bad for him. I'm gonna ghost him down, hit him with a flay, shield myself, block that. We'll stun him after the volley bear stun goes. It's easiest to land your Q if the enemies can't move, so if you have a teammate there, let them land their hard CC first. If you don't have a teammate, you generally want to flay and slow them with R before you use your Q. That way you don't miss your Q, because ultimately that happens a lot. I'm just trying to grab the wave, let my wave reset. Bullet award is we're recalling. I needed to get my melees to a point where they can start to overflow there. First item rush, you normally go for tier 2 boots against a ranged top laner. It's a little bit more dicey. We'll go ahead and go plated since they have a physical damage top and physical damage jungler. Those are going to be the 2 champions we're going to be interacting most with this game, plus their 3 physical overall with the Caitlyn, Belveth, and Akshan. Against melee matchups, since they can't get to you, you abuse them with autos and then flay them off of you. You go for berserkers first. It synergizes well with your Eon hit damage, plus it synergizes well with the lethal tempo. But he's ranged, so berserks would be a bit of a weird buy. First item rush, you generally go for Frostfire. It makes landing your hook easier because you get that extra slow. It's a good burst and just a good tanky item to have. You could always go like an on-hit Thresh, but that's not very viable. The win rate speaks for itself. On Frostfire Thresh, it's much better than going a damage Thresh. Still want to be picking up these souls. You can throw your lantern to pick up the soul, but you don't It's better to use your lantern more as a shield or to drag your teammate into a fight than it is to pick up a random soul. He finds an auto attack on us, but he doesn't get the full press of the attack because he needs 2 autos to do that. Each one of his autos basically counts for 2. That poke's annoying, but I don't think it's going to do too much. It's not actually enough damage for them to set up anything off of it. As long as we stay above half health. It's not like they can dive. Get down the autos. Nice, nice, nice. Still getting most of these. It's really good. Auto attack flay. The minions are in the way for me to Q. So we're not going to Q there, obviously. With an auto attack flay R. And a hook. He flashes it though. We have lethal tempo built up here, so he's just kind of screwed. With the lethal tempo fully stacked, even against an annoying range matchup, we have decent damage output, and he's gonna go down. We get some more souls. We'll stay for a plate. We have TP to get back. Might as well stay for a plate. We have the minions. Looks like Volibear wants these ones. I guess he can help himself. Ooh, Belveth's here. I probably shouldn't have ghosted there. I guess we'll find out if it's worth it or not. I don't know. My lantern's on cooldown. Otherwise, I would have gone in because I could just shield myself. We're going for the auto. I bring the lantern back to myself by going at a distance, and it gets brought back to R. Beautiful. That turned out okay. Really awkward. The reason why you don't go flash on Thresh top is you get so tanky that in team fights, you'll be getting the resets from Ghost. Not resets, but extensions. And by getting the extensions, you'll constantly be sped up through the team fight, and you can repeatedly lantern your teammates, stay on top of the enemies for CC. So even though Flash may technically be slightly better for a part of lane phase, for team fighting and scalability, the Ghost is so much stronger. We have more CS in this guy because he's been playing crazy aggressive, where he'll give up CS to hurt us whenever we go to farm, which that playstyle can work, but if you're not able to kill the opponent, you just end up putting yourself behind. It's a very common mistake a lot of ranged top laners will make. This plated still cap is making a big difference in this matchup. I couldn't get him out of it. He was too far away. The Flay has a bit of a charge up time. Trying to push him off that cannon. Auto attack Flay. His teammate's coming. So get him with the hook. Into the box. Lantern the Volibear, and they're screwed. Malzahar is kind of out of mana too. Malzahar has pretty high mana cost, and he doesn't have Lost Chapter yet. They lose this turret for sure. Herald's gonna almost break it. Herald scrapes 2 plates in a sliver. We'll flay the waves, try to stay on top of it with our Balmy Cinder, and get as much of the CS as we can. Very nice. I'll stay for these souls. He's gonna be right there. I think we'll be able to dive it. As long as he steps up. Depends, he may not. We'll see. He's acting kind of weird. We get the... Ooh, we missed the hook. Yeah, we'll just pull him out. We don't need to die for this. Might as well just run. We're sitting on a lot of gold. We don't have to do an all-in team fight here. This Volibear is not particularly strong right now. He doesn't have red smite. Bel'Veth has red smite. So that fight might get a little bit hairy while we're sitting on so much gold. After Frostfire, you usually want to get an on-hit style item like Wit's End. It'll be okay this game. They're not that magic damage heavy. Ultimately, getting this is more for ourselves, more for our own damage output, because once again, our E gives us on-hit damage. On-hit damage being your auto attacks and auto attack style abilities. Every single auto. 45 to 179, depending on the distance and time between our last hit. So the more attack speed, the better, essentially. Which then gives us a lot of attack speed and on-hit damage. Synergizes well with our lethal tempo. We're going to have to start roaming here. We don't want to overstay in a lane that we've already won. We need to get the other turret plates, basically. Our E now does 51 base damage on our autos. That's spicy. The E itself does nearly 200 damage. Walk this guy down, hit him with a flay. I'll just hold on to the hook. Hook takes so long to cast. If you don't need it, don't bother. You can auto attack several times in the time it takes a hook. Plus, they might just flash or dodge the hook anyways. Volibear doesn't have his R up. We're running out of minions. We gotta pull back. Our wave's pushing top side. That's gonna force Akshan onto this half of the map. We should be able to set up a dive bot side with Volibear. Wow, this is actually worded. Unfortunate. We should just dive it. I don't know why he's backing. This is free. 4v2. 𝐒𝐿 no full item. I'm fed Thresh. If they don't catch that wave, they're in a lose-lose situation here. Hit her with the flay. Volibear's tanking turret. Not bad. Once again, we didn't throw hook because we didn't need to. If you're already in range to flay, you want to flay into hook. That way they're slowed at least. But there's just no need there. No need to take the risk of missing hook if you don't need it at all for a given situation. So they go up, they catch the wave. They'll lose this turret. It's going to feel bad for them. Just flay the whole thing. The flay itself almost kills it. Oh, he's got teammates here. My teammates aren't here. Hopefully Pyke doesn't die. We burned Ghost, feels bad. Team didn't want to fight. I think we probably win it. They're so far behind. That's one downside to Thresh top. There's still a lot of people who aren't used to it and they don't realize how high your damage output is. Heartbound Axe. Ahri lives. Might have to TP top here to kill Malzahar if he gets crazy with Ahri. Our win con is essentially just not dying at this point. We're tanky. Only way we die is if we don't look on the mini map. If we think our teammates are following us up, but they're too scared to go in type of thing. So only way we'll really die, because then team fight will be too tanky for them to focus down. To where if they do, they'll probably all die for it. Yeah, I knew she was gonna flash where she's walking towards the wall. Plus I wasn't close enough to Q right when he stunned her. We hit her with an auto attack. No need to throw out a skill shot when we're close enough to auto there. Bel'Veth's top side. Malzahar's on the push. Akshan's really weak. We could destroy him. His auto attacks are really good when Nami has her E on him. Bel'Veth only has tier 1 boots. This is gonna be funny. She tried to stun me before she left. Lol. Get him with the E. He's lined up against the wall. We can land Q for free then. These souls are very tasty. We're at 45 souls. That's an extra 45 armor and 45 AP. Delicious. We're already at 50 now. Our armor is looking quite healthy. We are resisting 60% physical. Dragon's coming up. We got to go for that next. Even though we have low AD, each one of our auto attacks is doing an additional 75 magic damage. So if you count that as physical, we essentially have 160 AD right now. It's actually better than that though, because when you play Thresh top, whether if they stack armor or if they just stack magic resist, you'll still be doing decent damage. He's pretty hard to itemize against. Player into the team. Guess she just didn't think I was gonna hook. That's what she gets. We're way too tanky for her to try to cheese this down like that. Alright, we just go for dragon now. I'm missing too much health. Volibear does have R, but I'm almost dead. There's no reason to force this. Might as well just take dragon. Dragon's really weak. Volibear could stay. Dragon does like no damage at this point in the game. Unless you're Yasuo. We get the hook. Into Flay. And he's dead. Beautiful. I have just enough magic resist not to die there. I think they're actually chasing. Akshan has vision. Whenever you kill one of his teammates. Okay, he's not chasing now. Cool. We can get full Wit's End. Usually after Wit's End, you look for more health. If you need more magic resist, you go Abyssal. If you need neutral, then you can just go Warmogs. I think Warmogs here is best for us at this point, because they have a decent amount of magic damage and physical damage, to where I wouldn't really want to invest in one or the other after Wit's End. Once again, we mainly got Wit's End for the damage this game, since only 2 of them are magic damage. Thresh is a lot more fun to play against melee champs. Ultimately though, as long as you play smart and don't play overly aggressive until you get a gank against a ranged champion, you can still dominate them. We don't need blue buff. I'm going to go ahead and take it though. Only because I want us to keep playing the map and not just the whole team sitting in the jungle farming forever. So if we all take the camps at the same time, it'll force the team to kind of play the map. The worst thing is when you have one player on your team just permanently farming the jungle. Give me those souls. Wow. Nami plus Akshan is actually really strong. That combo is really annoying. I thought she was gonna juke. Next time I'm gonna throw it straight and true. Got the hook into Flay box. I should have ghosted a little bit sooner. I think my team should still have the fight though. We got 2 of them. I'm the only one who died there. We did soak the Malzahar, which is one of their biggest abilities they have. Oh my god, that turret shot actually... Oh, no. They actually won that fight 3 for 3 when we were ahead. That's not great. Turret's actually broken though. Pyke had so much HP and died there. Turret's absolutely busted. I'll wait for the... I wanted to wait for Kindling Gem. And the hook. Volibear stuns, and then she dies. It's that easy. Make sure you ping a lot when you're making a play, because your teammates don't look. It's very common for people just not to look on the mini-map. So give them a chance by pinging at least. I should have flayed first. That's my bad. That's on me. Nice Nami R. Bel'Veth R just wore off. I wanted to hit her with a... wanted to hit her with a slow first before I hooked. It's really awkward fighting all these range champs. Our team doesn't have that great of mobility. They quit! Bunch of chumps! GG's, well played. Bit of an awkward game. Let's take a look at the graphs. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, we had one of the highest damages in the game. Very happy with that. Looking at damage taken, we were one of the highest at 1200. Let's look at self-mitigated. And we self-mitigated the second most in the game. Pretty good. Looking at runes, got pretty good value out of everything. Lethal tempo gave a lot more value than it shows at first glance, because it's only showing you when it's maxed out uptime. There's a lot of times when we had it partially stacked and we're still benefiting from its attack speed bonus. Other than that, really great build. I can see why it's starting to catch on in the meta. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.